The H-6K bomber, a modernized version of China's aging H-6 strategic bomber platform, has captured significant attention across military and aviation-focused YouTube channels in recent years. Its growing visibility in the online world is a direct reflection of its evolving role in global geopolitics and its representation of China's expanding air power. YouTube videos showcasing the H-6K often focus on various dimensions from the bomber's design and armament to its mission capabilities and strategic implications. These visual presentations not only inform but also ignite curiosity and discussions among viewers worldwide. The H-6K is an advanced variant of the original H-6 bomber, which was itself a licensed version of the Soviet-era Tupolev Tu-16. While the original H-6 was introduced back in the 1950s, the H-6K brings a radically improved design suited for modern warfare. YouTube videos often begin by highlighting this evolution, using comparisons to show how China transitioned from a dated airframe to a versatile platform capable of long-range precision strikes. High-definition footage, 3D animations, and expert commentary help break down the transformation process for the audience. One of the most striking visuals in these videos is the upgraded airframe of the H-6K. It retains the same basic silhouette as its predecessor, but several improvements are immediately noticeable. The aircraft uses more composite materials, has a strengthened fuselage, and features redesigned engine nacelles. These modifications are prominently displayed in close-up drone or flyby footage. The D30KP2 turbofan engines, imported from Russia, are often zoomed in on in these videos, with narrators explaining how these engines offer better fuel efficiency and thrust compared to the older Chinese-made turbojets. Another major highlight in YouTube videos on the H-6K is its modern avionics and cockpit. The bomber has replaced its traditional analog instruments with a glass cockpit and digital displays. Pilots can now access more situational awareness tools, navigation systems, and targeting aids. These upgrades are often illustrated using CGI recreations or pilot training simulation clips. Commentators frequently emphasize how this technology enables the H-6K to operate in modern combat environments, especially in coordination with reconnaissance and satellite systems. In terms of armament, YouTube content creators tend to zoom in on the H-6K's most formidable weapon, its cruise missile capability. Unlike earlier variants, the H-6K does not carry freefall bombs. Instead, it relies heavily on long-range air-launched cruise missiles, ALCMs, particularly the CJ-10K. These missiles are seen mounted under the wings in many videos, giving the aircraft a distinctive profile. Some video segments use animated sequences to depict how the H-6K could strike targets up to 1,500 to 2,000 kilometers away, remaining well outside the range of most enemy air defenses. Additionally, YouTube videos often explore the strategic doctrine behind the H-6K. It is frequently referred to as China's message bomber, used more for signaling strength than for actual battlefield use. Viewers are shown clips of the bomber flying in formation near contested regions such as the Taiwan Strait or the South China Sea. Expert guests or voice-over narrators explain how these sorties are a form of psychological warfare, demonstrating resolve in deterring adversaries without direct conflict. Some of the most dramatic footage involves H-6K bombers escorted by fighter jets like the J-11 or J-16, flying in tight formations through international airspace. These clips usually include official PLAAF footage, overlaid with analytical commentary discussing the potential message behind the maneuvers. There's a particular focus on how these flights are timed with political events, such as military exercises near Taiwan or in response to U.S. Navy operations in the Indo-Pacific region. The YouTube community also delves into the H.6K's role within China's broader military ecosystem. Videos sometimes compare the H.6K to its American counterpart, the B-52 Stratofortress. Though the B-52 has greater payload and range, the H.6K's integration with China's growing network of satellites and drones gives it a technological edge in certain scenarios. Creators use charts, side-by-side stats, and even game-style overlays to compare the aircraft across various attributes like range, altitude, payload, and missile capacity. One fascinating element explored in video documentaries is the idea of the H.6K acting as a command platform or mothership in a networked battlefield. In such a scenario, the bomber would coordinate with UAVs and other aircraft to launch multi-vector attacks. Some channels create speculative content imagining how a swarm of drones could accompany an H.6K during deep penetration missions. These videos often combine real footage with advanced 3D modeling, creating an immersive experience for military aviation enthusiasts. Another frequent subject in YouTube coverage is the bomber's operational range and refueling capabilities. Although the H.6K is not a stealth aircraft and doesn't have the extreme range of intercontinental bombers, it is supported by aerial refueling from tankers like the HY-6 or the newer Y-20U. Video explanations show how this increases its effective range, allowing it to cover targets across the Western Pacific. Many simulations show how this reach brings U.S. bases in Guam and even parts of Australia within striking distance. Analysts appearing in these YouTube videos often speculate on future upgrades. There's talk of an H.6N version A capable of carrying air-launched ballistic missiles or even hypersonic glide vehicles. Videos covering these developments often include footage from military parades or satellite imagery from Chinese airbases. Creators use frame-by-frame analysis to identify new sensors, extended airframes, or modifications to landing gear that could indicate nuclear delivery capability or extended maritime patrol roles. Beyond technology and strategy, some YouTube channels also touch upon the training and logistics involved with operating the H.6K. Clips from Chinese military news show pilot interviews, maintenance crews working on the bomber, and training exercises involving the entire bomber regiment. These behind-the-scenes views give audiences a more human look at the platform, showing the rigorous preparation that goes into deploying these bombers for high-stakes missions. A separate subset of videos focuses on how regional players like India, Japan, and Taiwan are responding to the H.6K threat. Analysts break down countermeasures such as air defense systems, fighter intercept tactics, and radar tracking networks. These segments usually take a geopolitical tone, explaining how the bomber's deployment alters the security calculus of the Indo-Pacific. Occasionally, viral videos emerge showing near intercepts, where foreign fighters tail the H.6K during its long-range patrols. These dramatic face-offs are captured either by military jets or commercial-grade long lenses from ground observers. Audio overlays mimic real-time cockpit communications, heightening the tension for viewers. Comments sections below these videos often turn into heated debates, reflecting the broader geopolitical tensions that these bombers symbolize. Educational YouTube channels also provide historical context, showing how the development of the H-6 lineage fits into China's broader military evolution. These timeline-style videos go back to the 1950s, covering China's early cooperation with the USSR, the impacts of the Sino-Soviet split, and the gradual push toward indigenous innovation. They often highlight how the H.6K is both a legacy aircraft and a symbol of China's ambition to modernize its armed forces. There's also entertainment-oriented content, such as video games and flight simulators featuring the H.6K. Gamers showcase the bomber in flight sims like DCS World, where they replicate strategic bombing missions or engage in dogfights with fictional enemies. This content adds a creative twist to the more technical coverage, attracting a younger audience and encouraging interactive learning about military aviation. Lastly, some of the best YouTube documentaries on the H-6K feature interviews with defense analysts, retired military officers, and aerospace engineers. These deeper dives offer viewers a chance to understand not just the what but the why behind the bomber's continued evolution. Questions around cost-effectiveness, survivability in modern warfare, and future replacements, such as the stealthier H-20, are explored with thoughtful insight. In sum, the YouTube video landscape surrounding the H-6K bomber is rich, diverse, and continuously evolving. From high-octane flight footage and 3D models to geopolitical analysis and historical retrospectives, these videos serve as a dynamic window into one of China's most prominent symbols of military modernization. Whether viewed by military enthusiasts, analysts, gamers, or casual observers, H.6K content on YouTube plays a vital role in shaping public understanding of East Asian security dynamics and the future of aerial warfare. Let me know if you'd like this tailored for a blog, script format, or broken into sections with headings.